All right, flip lesson 5.4, which is on modeling ratios. These are called double number lines, something new. A double number line is a model that is made up of, made up of two number lines. And each one of those number lines represents two different units or labels. So, for example, the Muffin Man Bakery offers two types of muffins, corn or cinnamon raisin. It costs the bakery $2.50 to make 3 corn muffins. So the two things that we're comparing here are the cost and the number of muffins, specifically corn muffins. Now on this particular double number line, they're starting us off at the very first set of lines here on our double number line. So they're telling us that 3 corn muffins cost $2.50. Okay, so if I'm going to fill the rest of this in, essentially what I'm doing is I'm creating equivalent ratios. So I'm counting by threes because that's what my first increment is. So 3, 6, 9, 12, and 15. And on the top, I'm counting by $2.50. If we need to, we can use the calculator to figure this out. But I know that I'm going to use like quarters. So $2.50 and $2.50 make $5. Just like 25 cents and 25 cents make 50 cents. Add another $2.50 is $7.50. Add another $2.50 is $10. Add another $2.50 is $12.50. So we will use the double number line in order to determine equivalent ratios, which is what we've been doing for the last couple of days. In order to do this, again, we're going to use repeated addition. Or multiplication. So remember what I did on the top one. Essentially what I did was I just added $2.50 each time. I added $2.50 each time to fill in my equivalent ratios. Or you could have done 3 times 2 to get 6, and then 3 times 3 to get 9, and so on and so forth. Or again, you could do repeated addition. So from this chart, you can answer the given questions. I want you to go ahead and pause your video now and answer the questions. Okay, so let's go ahead and go over this. The cost of making 12 muffins, I'm going to look at my chart. I'm going to go to 12 muffins. Actually, I'm going to go to my top chart. The cost of making 12 muffins would be $10. Because I have on my top number line, I have $10 for 12 muffins. And I got that from my double number line up above. The cost of making 15 muffins, again, I'm going to go to my double number line that I filled in. I'm going to go 15 muffins cost me $12.50. So $12.50, and that again came straight from my double number line. Was for 15 muffins. Now the last question down here says if I spent $15, how many muffins could I buy? And as you can see from the double number line, you don't have this filled in up here. But what you can do is you can create an equivalent ratio, which is what we've been working on. So if you didn't understand how to complete this problem, I want you to copy this down now. We know that $2.50 was the cost of 3 muffins. They told us that up above. And it wants to know if we spent $15, how many muffins could we buy? That's my unknown. Remember, I can solve this one of two ways, by cross multiplying or by creating equivalent fractions. So 250 times what is 15? 3 times that same number would be x. But I'm actually going to do this by cross multiplying. So when you cross multiply, remember you're going to multiply the diagonal, and then you're going to divide by that lonely number. So 3 times 15, and then divide that by 250. 3 times 15 is 45. Divide that by 250. And again, you can do this right in your calculator. And 45 divided by 250 should get me 18 muffins. Good. Flipping over to the back. Now notice on this number line, well, first of all, let's read the problem. It says it takes 1 cup of sugar to make 12 oat bran muffins. Using the given double number line, answer the questions below. So first thing, you have to figure out, because this doesn't give you the original starting point. It doesn't tell you where 1 cup of sugar is to make 12 oat bran muffins. So I have to go here and I have to fill in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 muffins here. And then 1 cup of sugar would go directly above that. I want you to go ahead and pause your video and see if you can figure out where the next numbers go. Or where the rest of the numbers go, I should say. So what are you counting by? Think about that. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is, I know that the number of oat bran muffins is counting by 1, so I'm going to go ahead and fill those in. And then what I'm going to do is, this is counting by twelfths. So I'm going to go ahead and write 1/12. That's 1/12. The second line would be 2/12, and that's the same thing as 1/6. I didn't leave myself enough space, so I'll put the 2/12 down here. Then I have 3/12, and 3/12 is the same thing as a reduced fraction 1/4. 4/12 would be the same thing as the reduced fraction 1/3. 5/12 can't reduce. 6/12 would reduce down to 1/2. 7/12 can't reduce. 8/12 would be the same thing as 2/3 by dividing both 8 and 12 by 4. 9/12 would be 3/4. 10/12 would be 5/6. And remember, we've already done our fraction unit. 11/12 can't be reduced. And then we have 1. You may need to fill in the rest of this on your own. But remember, on the top you're counting by twelfths because there's 12 dashes between the 0 and the 1. And on the bottom you're counting by ones. Go ahead and fill this in and then answer the questions down below for the rest of your homework. Have a good night.